Hey guys, what's up? I'm here today to talk to you about my Benchmade mini Barrage. And no, this isn't another knife review. I know there's been plenty of reviews on this knife, and I have nothing else to bring to the table as far as that's concerned. And I definitely don't have a better camera than any of those folk. I'm here to talk to you about removing the auto assist on this knife. That's something a lot of people want to do, but a lot of people also seem to be scared of opening up Benchmade knives. I myself have no problem avoiding a warranty. I grew up working on computers, so that's just something I'm accustomed to. Well, here the knife is right here. I've actually already removed the auto assist, but I'm going to show you how I did it. So here we are. I'm inside. I did that by taking off 4 T6 screws on the scale. And then once you're inside, there's 2 more T6 screws right there and there. Sorry about the camera again. And then you have the pivot screw. I think it's a T4. I'm going to dive into that now, and we'll see what the auto assist looks like. Alright guys, well I got those screws off. I kind of thought when I got those first ones off they would just pop off like a layer, but it seems like I have to take the back side off. But one thing to take note, when I pulled that pivot screw off, it only has a screw on one side. This other side is just kind of a flat little thing, can't really see it. And when you go to unscrew it, you'll see it kind of slips out of place. It must be like a wrench-shaped hex on the other side. So I used my thumb, or if you have a soft pair of pliers or something like that, to hold down the other side while I unscrewed it. It was kind of a pain, but here I am. It's still together. Now I'm going to work on the other side. Alright guys, I got that off. And now I'm in. It's open on both sides. It's actually pretty cool looking. And I pulled down the axis lock, and that's what seemed to release the pieces. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull them apart. Alright guys, here it is. And actually the best way to get it into it was to just release the little wire clips on the axis lock. And then there's the auto assist right there. It's just a spring. If that'll focus. Yep, so I'm going to pull that out. Sorry about the shaky hands. There it is. Now I got to put it back together. The only problem I had was I couldn't see when I was pulling apart where this little piece came from. Now I know this is all the safety assembly there. I'm not going to put that back in. I never used it. I think it was ugly. It's a back piece. I'll see if it looks bad without it. But this here has to go back in. So we're going to find out how. Alright guys, and this is just a terrible little drawing I did to show you that kind of safety that I was having trouble with. Now even though I left it out, I wanted to show you how to put it in case you did want to keep it the way it was intended. These are the pieces, well my description of the pieces that safety involves. This is that metal bar, the long skinny kind of aluminum bar. This little dot represents the chrome, just a pole I guess it would be. And then this is the skeletal piece that's on the spine of the knife, and that's the safety button itself. That ugly dot is my artist rendition of the axis lock. So not only is that all the pieces, that's actually the form they need to go in. It's just separated now. And I'll pan down and you can see. When you put all the pieces together, the long aluminum piece, this piece here, actually has a tip that fits into a little recession in that skeletal piece. When you do that, you'll find it doesn't want to stay in place. But the pole provided keeps it in place, and that's held in place by the scales of the knife, actually. Or, excuse me, the aluminum parts of the knife. Anyway, so you put that in position on top of the aluminum bar, and that'll hold it tight. And when you put the aluminum bar in, you want to put it down and hook over the axis lock. That's actually how it works. So you'll see how I have it there. The best way is to just insert it into the knife and hook it down. And then you drop that piece down, set the pole in, and that'll keep the loose safety button in place right there. Now, I know this isn't the best description, but it's better than nothing, and I could not find anything. So I was able to finally get that safety put back together, but I did choose to go without it. Hey guys, here's the final result. My Benchmade Mini Barrage manual open. I really like the result. I now get from this knife what I wanted. I can carry it more as an EDC without raising eyebrows. I feel like I can use the axis lock more as it was intended once I figure out how to keep it from bouncing. And more than that, the knife's a little bit easier to keep clean now that I've removed that inner safety. I can just kind of blow out any pocket lint or whatever. And it's actually a little bit lighter, nothing noticeable, but it is. I know a lot of people will say, why didn't you just get a Griptilian or whatever, but I like this knife. I like it even better now. One thing I do want to add, I know Benchmade says you void all your warranties by opening up their knives. I did not notice any sort of seal or anything like for them to realize that I've opened this knife. I've opened a lot of things that I'm not supposed to, and they always have some sort of a sticker or a tape or whatever that you'll break when you pull apart the pieces. The only thing that was sealed in this knife, the screws have a sort of Loctite kind of thing, and I know it's not Loctite, whatever Benchmade uses, but that's the only thing that I saw. So I'd feel comfortable sending this knife back in. Of course, I'd put the auto assist feature or the assisted open back in, and put it back as it was purchased. But I would have no problem sending this knife to Benchmade. I don't think they'd be able to tell that I opened it more than removing the scales or at least transitioning the pocket clip, none of which voids the warranty. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think. Rate, comment. I don't think you need to subscribe because this is probably my only video for a while. Have a good one, guys.